There is a rising attack by the Al-Qaeda, also known as JNIM, J-N-I-M, on the Sahel region, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. These attackers have also been observed to be using sophisticated weapons like drones and other anti-aircraft guns. It's no longer news as to where these terrorists are getting these weapons from, because they are not being manufactured in Africa. They are definitely foreign weapons coming from the West. So we are all aware of that. There's an agenda to take over the Sahel region by these terrorist groups. And if you have noticed, same thing is also going on in Nigeria. Terrorists are attacking different vulnerable states in Nigeria. There's also an agenda. Who knows whether it's the same organization that is sponsoring them? That's what we don't know now. We should be very, very, very conscious and not be carried away by any form of distractions on our part. Why is it that it's African countries, most especially the Sahel and the West Africa, that are facing these terrorist attacks? What have we done? Who have we offended? That's what I want you Africans that are from these regions to ask yourself. Who have we offended? Nobody. We are just trying to survive, grow and develop, but we cannot grow and develop with all these terrorists on every corner of our lives. We need to challenge this, and let's not normalize it, because it's not even normal. If you have also noticed, these attackers, these terrorists, are from a particular religious and ethnic group. We both know. So what is really going on, Africans? This news is not to make you scared, but to make you aware that the leaders of the Sahel region are not taking it lightly with these terrorist groups. They are facing them head on and taking them out. They are eliminating them. And I encourage them to please continue. Let them continue to destroy them and kill them as it's supposed to be. Because they are not coming for peace. They are coming to steal, kill and destroy. So they should be met with brutal force as well. That's how it's supposed to be. I want you all to know that the presidents of these Sahel regions, they are fighting every day to make sure that they erase terrorism from their regions. And every other country in Africa that know they are not among the sponsors of these terrorist groups ought to do same. If your country and your leadership are not fighting tooth and nail with evidence against terrorism, it means they are either among the sponsors or they are helping them achieve their goal of conquering.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's watch this video together. Welcome, Nigerians.
Burkina Faso President Major breaking news from Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore has just banned its National Election Commission. Yeah. He just literally banned his National Election Commission, saying that it's costly, it's a waste of money, and it's also prone to foreign influence. Please, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And as we practice democracy in Africa, I think people of Burkina Faso has the right to choose their leader. Do you know what it means? It means that there's no election in Burkina Faso. Yeah, that's what it means. There is no election anymore in Burkina Faso. Nobody can conduct election. Election cannot be done in Burkina Faso. He will just be ruling Burkina Faso until he's done, like he's tired. Whether he's doing well or not, the people have no option. He's just like imposing himself on these people. Even though he's doing well, I commend his work, his passion to see Burkina Faso working, but banning election commission, no. I feel like it would have been better if he implements some changes or some rule of law in his National Election Commission to avoid foreign influence than banning it automatically. Anyway, my opinion though, what do you think? Major breaking news from Burkina.
Everybody, clap on for this sister. We'll give her one plot in Zambeza forest. You see, for me, I don't know. Because she's a Nigerian, she's coming from Nigeria, and she decided to advise the State House of Burkina Faso, because believing, according to her interpretation of the news she get on media, that the electronic commission in Burkina have been dissolved because the president is not comfortable about it. If you don't understand, I believe you understand. because this same thing also happened in your country, Nigeria. The last election of Nigeria, that is not what Nigeria want, but the electronic commission give them what they want, not what Nigeria want. Now Burkina is different from Nigeria. If you don't understand, if you don't know, you are not define democracy for. Go to your comment section. See, I really don't know how people think they can come on media. Maybe because you want to get views or get comments, you just decide to say something even though you don't understand. What happened in Burkina is that the election is going to be coming on 2029, whereby Ibrahim is going to be standing in the front of Burkina people with other contenders that who will be the next president of Burkina Faso. Because this time Ibrahim Traore need to use this time to settle and arrange a lot to system things before election will come. And the last time we checked, Burkina don't even want election. The Burkina base, they don't want election. I don't know you. I don't think you know, my sister. And all this advice you are giving us right now, trying to educate us about democracy, go and give it to your president. Go to Aso Rock, your president. Go and give them all your governors, your ministers, your senators, your president. Give them this advice. Nonsense. Can you see? Instead of you to come and analyze Nigerian problem to us, give Nigerian government advice and let other forces from outside join you to make Nigeria work. No. No. You are jumping. You analyze. My sister, stay in your border. This advice, we don't need it. Go and give it to your president. Tell him he should respect democracy. The next election of Nigeria is 2027. Be having headache on that. No, don't have headache for Burkina. Don't have headache for Burkina Faso. The border is very far away from your country. Go and lecture Tinubu that in the next election, if Nigeria don't want him, let him allow the people to choose. You see how Nigeria have a lot to think about, but you don't have nothing to say. You don't have nothing to contribute to the betterment of your country. Now just to go up and down, bring news from this and that and that and that and that. The democracy that have been in Nigeria or been in Africa for so long, it never give us anything good. Despite that the people of the country vote for who they want, these people will still choose who they want for the people. You understand? The only people who have fair and good election is Ghana. The last election of Ghana, the Ghanaian people say they want Mahama, and these people they give her Mahama straight up. Small Ghana, Gold Coast, they have a. You see, if I don't have anything to contribute to Nigeria, I will not bring Nigeria down. I don't like it. I know Nigeria, the name Nigeria is facing a lot. But please, our sister, help us beg her in the comment section. Let her remain in our border. Let her stay well, because you are not into politics. You are not a senator. That's why I don't know how I'm going to talk to you. But please remain in your border. Put your energy together to fight tribalism in Nigeria, to fight Nigerian religion differences, to fight Boko Haram, Esmer, a lot of problems that you are facing in your country. Stop educating us about democracy. We are not in democracy in Burkina. Burkina is military rule, and they follow rules and regulation. So 2029, Ibrahim is going to stand up for election. Ibrahim will not beg the way your president is begging. Ibrahim will not go and buy biscuits, buy sugar, buy salt to bribe people. Ibrahim, because Ibrahim already work. He work, and you say, okay, I recommend him for all the good work he has been doing, but you know, this one you do, we don't need your advice. Madam Koi, we don't need your advice. Give it to your president. Leave him, let him do what he wants. The Burkinabes, they want it like that. When they are tired, they will come out and speak. But first speak for Nigeria, because I see Nigeria are not speaking for their country. Speak for Nigeria before you come and speak to us. Rally round. Create awareness of the next election of Nigeria. Don't come here, come and speak English and come and do democracy. How many years Nigeria have been facing democracy? What do you people get? Nonsense upon nonsense. Jaga falling heroes, falling soldiers, falling fathers. Now they rule your country, but you have mind to come and talk to us and come and educate us. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? We don't need democracy. We don't need you. We don't need your advice. Don't make me get angry, my sister, please. Next time, just know how you present your way. If you want to talk to Nigerian president, let Nigeria be great again. That is what we want. We other nations from other borders, we are working towards the betterment of Nigeria. But Nigeria are just coming out to come and, you know, provoke us for no reason. You will never see her contributing anything good. It's only Nigerian person kill somebody, Nigerian person do this one, Nigeria carry this one. That is bad. They always come and rubbish Nigerians. They never have anything good to present to their president. If you see them on their videos doing blog, now evil things that Nigerians do, that is what they bring outside. Please, Nigeria, please help us beg her. Help us beg Madam Koi. Please help us beg her. Next time, let her not come and educate us about whatsoever thing you think is democracy. Let Nigeria face democracy and make them get something good from the democracy first before you can come and talk to us. I know Nigeria is giant of Africa, but we don't need this jaga information or advice to come and give to us. This is they make me diverse. Ibrahim is having election 2027, and you will see people will vote for him without him begging us for vote. Your president always go to villages and buy rice and buy biscuits and buy salt to bribe people. You need to be ashamed of that one, because you are practicing democracy. What do you ever gain as a Nigerian under a democratic rule? What do you gain? Nothing. Jobless youth, insecurity, no light, no road, no school equipment. That is what you have been gaining as a Nigerian that is under democracy for so long. As a giant of you need to be ashamed. You need to be ashamed. See you in my next.
Guys, before I get into what I want us to discuss today, I want to first of all make it very clear here. This is not a content creation page. Here is a Pan-Africanist house. Here we are trying to teach some of us who do not really understand the geopolitics that is going on in Africa, who do not understand the manipulation of what is happening in our motherland, Africa. That is why we have dedicated ourselves here. Not only me, but there are lots of brothers and sisters who always give a lot of analysis in the comment section so that people would understand better what is happening. I wanted to first of all spell that out clearly so that those who are looking for 1 minute content, this is not your place. Here, the goal is to understand what is hidden behind every move that is happening in Africa as far as updates are concerned. So let's dive deep into what we are about to talk today. Just before we get into what we want to talk about, if this is your first time coming across this page and you like what we are doing here, feel free to follow me, like the video, and do not forget to drop your comments as well, because we need to also know what you think about whatever we discuss here, okay? And most especially share this video to as many as possible. We are going back to Burkina Faso today. A couple of days back, I shared with you guys that the government of Burkina Faso dissolved the Electoral Commission, right? And they have transferred electoral related activities under the Ministry of Territorial Administration, and that is what used to happen before it was changed. Okay, so why I'm coming back to this is because a lot has been going on, and the most painful part is most of our brothers and sisters have fallen in that trap, and a lot of people got carried away. And so I'm going to address, I think, like 4 categories of people today. Let's start first of all with these Western media, the CNN, the France 24, RFI, BBC, and all of them. You know them, right? Now ask yourselves a question. Why is it that the same way they talk evil about Captain Ibrahim Traore and the Sahel leaders, they don't do the same thing for all these African dictators who have been in power for 10, 20, 30, 40, 15 years? Ask yourselves a question. Why is it that they do not talk about them on a daily basis? I want to let you know, there is no day that will go by without those guys publishing something tarnishing about the Sahel. Even if there is good news, they will put a little bit of that good news, but the rest is going to be poison. Ask yourselves those questions. Why is it that they do not tarnish the images of all these other African dictators who have been in power for, some of them, over 4 decades? My second question is, Captain Ibrahim Traore, General Assimi Goïta of Mali, and Abdourahmane Tiani of Niger are not the only military rulers who took over power. The president of Guinea Conakry, who is called Mamadi Doumbouya, also took over power through a military coup. The president of Gabon, who has now run for elections and he is now a civilian president, 2 years back he was a military ruler. Ask yourselves a question. Why is it that they have not been pressuring and persecuting those two the same way they are persecuting and pressuring the leaders of the Sahel? Why is it that they are not also tarnishing their images or also writing a lot of evil about them as they do to the Sahel leaders? And that is the reason I advise us, for those who do not know how to analyze and know where there is a trap and where there is venom, where there is poison, stop following those media, all those national, international media who spend time painting our leaders, our revolutionary leaders, black, painting them dark, painting them as evil. Do your best to cut ties with those people. If not, they are going to corrupt your mindset. The second group of people who have been working hand in glove with these international media are the politicians who are from within. And I'm going to ask you a question. Ask yourselves, why is it that they are supporting these Westerners? It's because they have been used to stealing and nothing but stealing. They have been used to thinking about themselves, their bank accounts, their families. That's why Burkina Faso, since independence in the 1960s, has been till today 3,000 kilometers of tarred road for over 65 years. Captain Ibrahim Traore has taken 2 years and he's almost tarring 10,000 kilometers of road in Burkina Faso. And the big thing that is shocking me so bad is the third category of people who are our brothers who claim to be Pan-Africanists. They are so blown by the wind that when the wind is blowing to the right, they are there. The wind is blowing to the left, they are right there. They have been the ones, if you go on YouTube, if you go on other social media platforms, they are singing the same song that the Western media is singing, calling Captain Ibrahim Traore a dictator. The same person that until last week you guys were calling him a revolutionary leader. And today, from nowhere, it has changed. Now, I want to ask you a question. Those of you who are saying that they should hand over power to who? Those same corrupt politicians? They should hand power to those same corrupt politicians who have destroyed Africa, who have destroyed Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali for the past 60 years. No roads, no hospitals, no good schools, no good universities, nothing to eat. I mean, these countries were literally, just like other African countries, were dependent on foreign aid. These leaders came into power for just 2 years. They have transformed the country into something else. And you guys are saying that they should hand over power to those same monsters who destroyed the countries for these past years. Sometimes I don't know what is wrong with some of us Africans. Like, it is terrible and shocking. I was listening to some of them and I was just shaking my head. I said, these are people who call themselves Pan-Africanists. They are unable to analyze simple facts. And I asked some of them in the comment section, you are asking them to leave. Who do you want them to hand power over to? And they were unable to answer me. You want them to go hand power over to those monsters who have spent time destroying the lives of the people. Almost all Africans are running to the Western wall because of what our leaders have done to us. And you want them to leave power. The little light that we have seen in Africa, you are supporting the corrupt politicians from within. You are supporting the imperialist media to tell them to leave. What a shame to some of us Africans. What a shame to some of us. A big shame. So I ask you a question. Why were you fighting for him? To come into power, spend 2 years and leave? And these wicked monsters come again and destroy the country? Is that what you guys want them to do?